just in case there was any sort of Dark Templar push. Remember in game one, once again, getting his forge down, so he's going to be behind on upgrades. We'll see if Orange decides to make a move here. Blue coming up with a supplementary force. Zealots still hanging out in the middle. White just producing zealots to hold his front door. My guess is he's going to move out as soon as the weapons 1 upgrade and the speed upgrade, which will be done approximately pretty close together. I'm not sure when they started them. Actually, you can tell. Hey, look at that. And so he's probably going to wait for the speed upgrade, just start moving as the speed upgrade's finished, and then and move up as soon as weapons 1 is finished. Zerglings in the meantime, wow, that's a huge group of Zerglings just waiting out. Keep in mind, these Zealots see a few Zerglings, but not all. He's getting a gauge at how many, basically how many Zealots are out in the front. Decent group of Zerglings to supplement that. A couple more Zealots moving in. Looks like they're planning on a large attack on Orange, and now using the return minerals trick to kind of push those drones through down the ramp to try to break this contain. More Ling's going to push in and try to do what they can. The drones trying to do as much damage as possible, and it doesn't look like Orange is going to be able to break that contain. White has managed to hold that. In the meantime, he's producing Dragoons. Let's see, he got the range upgrade spinning. Getting a photon cannon down at his front door. Red in the meantime pushing up. He's got that level 1 damage, as you can see, speed as well. Attacking those zealots. White desperately trying to get a contain, realizing that Blue's in a bit of trouble here. Blue's setting up. He's got that lair, got the spire going, and yeah, speed upgraded to level 1 weapon zealots. Not a good. We'll see if he manages to hold this off. I think he'll be able to with a decent amount of micromanagement, shoving those Zerglings in the way to try to protect those sunken colonies. And a huge force of Zerglings coming out across the middle now. Looks like instead of going for Blue, they're just going to cut the reinforcements off from White. Still an attack going off here. Doesn't look like he managed to get the sunken colonies down. He's another sunken colony going down in the meantime. The spire is going to go up, but looks like a decent amount of economic damage, and he's managed to drain the minerals, as you can see. So not going to see Mutalisks for a while. So Blue's doing okay. Actually might not be okay here in a second, because wow, look at all these Zerglings pushing in. A huge amount of Zerglings. Looks like though an Overlord down. Orange's Overlord got killed out in the front, so he is going to expend some of these Zerglings here. This might be the end of our friend Blue here. White trying to get reinforcements in with those Dragoons. Going to get caught out in the field with the Zerglings though. Blue in a huge amount of trouble here. Dark Templar in the mix. Wow. Didn't even notice the Dark Templar going up. Didn't get a chance to even look at Red's base. Zerglings, it looks like they're going to be able to cut a lot of this off. White doesn't have any detectors out in the field. Blue has an Overlord on his base, but that's not where it's going to help. Looks like Blue is going out. Yeah, Piet just left. Expansion up going for Red in the meantime. More Dark Templar starting to flood out. He has a cannon on his front door, but I'm not sure that it's going to that's going to hold up all that well to, first of all, this huge massive Zerglings, as well as this flood of Dark Templar that's coming out. More massive Zerglings coming out, just dedicating to that Zergling push. That sunken colony really disturbing with his resource flow at the moment. But yeah, I would rather have it down there and survive though. And yeah, as you can see, and now it's just 2-on-1 and in a lot of trouble. MYM in a huge amount of trouble. And really, I don't think anyone would have expected this. MYM, one of the better, like, to really give them credit, they're one of the better clans out there. I think they might be participating in Yankee League. I'm not sure, but really renowned, I would say, and that's a huge grouping of Dragoons. And we'll see basically what our who's left, Max. We'll see what Max can do to kind of fight this off. He's getting his own Templar archives out. I guess might be going for a drop, try to get out of his base. Going to supplement with his own Dark Templar, but really I feel like it's a matter of time. 2 versus 1. It's just so difficult. Dark Templar actually gathering back up the middle. I'm surprised by that. A huge amount of Dark Templar. Weapons 2 upgrade in the meantime. Let's actually see no weapons 2 upgrade in the meantime. We still, and no weapons 1 upgrade as well. Actually, Pylon looks like he's just going to slow push his way out, getting a Pylon both for spotting purposes and maybe to get cannons down to help him defend the front door, to slow push out. Let's see, Red just getting his economy up, getting a bunch of cannons down just in case. Doesn't look like he spotted out anything in the meantime, and they're just, my guess is right now they're just talking it out, like, how do you want to end this? I'll just go lair, go massive Mutalisks, and he won't be able to do anything. Dark Templar coming out the front and now starting to just kill these Zerglings. The rest of the Dark Templar falling back. Zerglings now falling back, and that was a little bit of lapse. I guess they didn't realize they didn't have detectors out in the field. Overlord slowly pushing out, and that's going to be hard. Cannon going down, so now White is going to be able to get, Max is going to be able to get his secondary, probably going to be able to defend it with this massive Dragoons once he gets that cannon up. Second cannon going down, because going to be protected against both the Dark Templar as well as other units. I'm surprised he hasn't put some Dragoons down out. He's hurting for res right now, as you can see in his main, producing with 4 gateways, but yeah, needs to be a little careful. Dark Templar going in. in, just trying to get what damage you can. Managed to take out the probe, and managed to sneak actually out of the corner. Good micromanagement there by, is that vodkos? Yes, I should remember that. Vodkos getting a robotics facility. It looks like he's going to go for a drop backside, getting 2 robotics facilities, just going to start pumping the dropships to get these Dark Templar in that base, and that's going to be trouble for Max. Max, as you can see, doesn't look like he's getting any cannons in his back door. He's getting a dropship, a robotics facility as well. Sorry, going to get shuttles. Going for shuttles. Spire going up in the meantime, and yeah, it's just kind of a matter of time here. But I gotta give credit to Max for just holding out, gonna try to do everything he can to take this, and that's spirit of a champion right there. And harassment going on from Vodkos up here. These Dark Templar just out of range of these cannons, and actually wouldn't be surprised instead of going for drop if Max decided to try to get some observers out, because obviously he can't do anything without observers with those Dark Templar. Yeah, observatory out without the Dark Templar, with these Dark Templar out in the field, he's basically sealed in. Honestly, I would go for a shuttle because you need to do some sort of economic harass, but that probably wouldn't be successful either, as you can see. And yet another, just going to seal this front door in. Shuttle is aloft in the meantime, as well as a robotic support bay. And we're going to see some Reaver action here in a moment. Looks like a Reaver already being produced. Fairly good expansion in the meantime for our friend, InRain. In the meantime, sorry, my voice starting to go out. Mutalisks now being produced, and that's going to be, we'll see, if a single cannon going down in the lines, but honestly, there's not a lot to defend there. Looks like a couple more trips, and he's going to be completely out. It's more the cannon. Yeah, he's getting a pylon down here, but really here's where he needs the cannons. He needs the cannons at the secondary, and honestly, single cannon isn't going to help him against the onslaught that's going to be happening here in just a moment. Overlord camping just in case Dark Templar would be flooding out. Now Max, realizing kind of the situation, and now that he has an observer, is going to try to push out and do what he can, but it's just going to be too little too late. Maybe he'll get lucky, pushing excuse me, pushing into InRain, and going to do what he can, going to be able to take it. Looks like going to see the Mutalist first of all, and only a single Mutalist aloft. In the meantime, a lot of Mutalists pushing backside. The probes running off the field. This first cannon is going to go down. I don't think these other 2 cannons are going to go up. In the meantime, Max deciding just straight to go in, and this is going to be disastrous. Running into this full cannon line as well as 2 Reavers, just waiting with big embrace. Doesn't look like his detector is caught up either, so not seeing the Dark Templar as well. Dragoons fleeing if they can. Zerglings and Mutalisks pushing up in the meantime, and I think as soon as this is, you're going to see GG in a second. You can see the replay almost out of time, and then Max is going to call GG, and it looks like starcraftstrategie.pl has knocked MYM out and has taken the match. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Special thanks to Lipton for getting me this. Special thanks to both the starcraftstrategies.pl and MyM guys. Check out both websites. If you're listening to this and you speak Polish, definitely go to .pl, and everyone else, MyM.com. I can't believe I haven't supported them thus far. Yeah, so this has been another English commentary by Diggity. Thanks for listening.